their feet. They may appear as mighty giants to their foes, but a few hard strikes will reveal that their true form is much smaller.
Interesting.
I suspect that the barbed lurker is part demon, for its appearance has an aspect far too sinister to occur naturally. It expels a noxious poison worthy of the hells, and from what I can tell, it will only feed on its own kind or the corpses of demons. One hopes it will never encounter a human.
Yeah. About that.
My journey to Pandemonium has allowed me to see a new world, one that is almost too fantastic for mortal eyes. The ancient battlefields stretch before me, a desolate space that is occupied by small, scouring beasts. They search the lands endlessly, thriving off the magic that lingers from battles long past.
So,
oh, Christ.
This is where the eternal conflict raged since the beginning of time. When I fight a battle, I mean to win it. Eternal sounds rather pointless, doesn't it?
Inarius felt the same way, and that led him to create us.
Careful there, Cormac. You might end up forming off Nephilim. Nephilim squared.
Not all of the hazards of Pandemonium lie above ground. The tunnelers roam just beneath the surface, breaking through to snatch prey in their enormous jaws. And my heroic friends ask why I wish to stay inside the fortress.
Oh, I like that laugh at the end. It's nice how even though he's dead, he's still... You just can't shut him up. He's still talking. Even from beyond the grave, he'll narrate his notes at you. That's just how much he likes he talk. That's just how much he likes talking about them. I like my version of events, and I'll stick with. Promoted scavengers, but who's in the mines? Yes. I'm still curious about the whole, you know, mines though. Like, who the fuck set those? Go on, charge. Either way, moving on. Yeah. I'm quite tired. Going to be calling it. Ooh, nice. We'll read this in now in a sec. I'm getting quite tired here, so I'm going to be calling quits soon.
Not yet.
Pandemonium is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
The aspect of wisdom. I think that's quite a relevant thing, because that's who we're going up against right now. Ow. Suddenly, ancient Zerglings. That's what those BCs look like to me. Kill the imprisoned demons.
Bad luck for you, friend.
Alright. And this will give us a cursed chest. How many demons were they able to imprison in these crystals? My god damn. I take it the soul stones were based off these. But then why was could they only trap one of them at a time? I guess they only had one at a time because of how broy the creatures were. You know, their wards are how, not mooks are how. You know, bit different. Keeper Heshimel. Keeper Hexadecimal. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Not him. I fucking hate the mortar, molten enemy things. Because I keep thinking that they're gonna drop, a legendary. When they go, nuclear. Wild. But then, they don't. Okay, moving on. Oh wait, backtracking. In a sense, certainly I'm certainly I'm going back here, but I could have gone a new way. But we'll keep going this way. Okay. Seems like we've encountered all the new beasts we'll be encountering here for the next bit. This is why I love this sword. I just randomly blind enemies. Just for twacking them. Just by twacking. It's awesome.
Pandemonium was destined to be our battlefield. It was formed in the chaos of the last struggle between the Diamond Warrior Anu and the Dragon Tathamet. Now, eons of war have scarred every patch of ground. The cycle of victory and defeat is the foundation of our existence and the essence of the eternal conflict.
That must be one dreary existence. We are destined for all of eternity to fight the same fuckers over and over again. Destined to win and lose. Win and lose. Lose and win. Must be dreary as motherfuck. Sorry, hit the mic. Then again, it's quite possible that, as a side point, that it's not the same angels, like the same aspect of wisdom that found the Eye of Anu, the World Stone, isn't the same one as this. You know, they might have been killed yonks ago, and this is a new one. Hasn't been stated, though, that's happened, so it's best we can establish, all we have to go on, though, is that it's the same one.
As war raged through Pandemonium, the aspect of justice called for a fortress to be raised around the World Stone. We built a shining citadel, but in time it fell to the demons. It has since changed hands countless times, becoming a patchwork of angelic and demonic expression.
Pandemonium becomes quite fitting in a place. It's quite chaotic. You know, there's some parts are angelic, others are quite demonic. You know, its consistency is not its strong suit. Ooh. Evil Eye the Cursed. Heya. Here you are. Knockback, teleporter, reflects damage, and desecrator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tumor has been initiated. I'm sorry, that's where my mind keeps going. I know I make that joke a ton, but my mind goes there a ton, so... Now I'm kinda doomed to forever make that joke. Till all may laugh at it.
Not yet.
That's how humor works, right? I stole that joke from a friend. Well, that's how humor part I stole. That's how humor works part I stole. One, two, three, four. Anyway. Come on. Angel corpse. No, got none for me. I really like these Nephilim Fury things. It's really goddamn nice because it just creates these arcing lightning. But in that case, sometimes you don't even see the arcing lightning. It just, the enemy just dies. So just they randomly have a stroke and just kill, and they just randomly have a heart attack and just piss off.
Like chaff before the wind.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here's one of the ones I need. Timeless prison. Well, that was easy to break. Makes me wonder why they didn't do that before. Like, if they really just set up shop here, it's strange the demons didn't, you know, free the others. Even if it's not out of any loyalty to each other or anything like that, it's more just to shit on the angels. Like, oh, you imprisoned them? They're unimprisoned. Just to shit on the angels. No other reason. Then again, maybe they left him in prison because he's a goddamn arcane fuck. I fucking hate that power. Jailer, teleporter, all the rest, they're fine. But that, ugh, disgusting.
Being in this place makes me appreciate our world even more.
Yeah, I can see why. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move back this way. I'm gonna go back here, go into the place, leave the place, and then see if I can get a bit more lore. I want to make damn sure I have it all. As you remember back in the other place, I think I missed out on bits. So, pop in here. Leave. There's 2 piles there now.
I need to go back.
There's a pile here, but I can't interact with it. Huh. Alright then. The only reason I thought I could interact with them again by just leaving and coming back was that over here, that seemed to have happened. But I think what had actually happened was I ignored the first pile. There was 2 there, and I ignored one of them, and only acknowledged the other one. Either that or I do have all of them, and as such can't lose it any further. But I don't think that's the case. I remember losing one of the bags before, and it being empty. Presuming because I had already gotten all the stuff. Also, there's ancient ordnance over there. That's the shock towers. Oh, that increases life regeneration. Yeah, no, I want to get something different. Yeah, I need to alter that. Ooh, that's Brad. Nice.
What a monstrous creature!
Random pedestal. Random glowy chest. Mine. Moving on. Ugh. Sorry, I felt like something hit my mouth there. Ooh, and a note down this way. Yes, there is. Destroy a hive cluster. Investigate the hive. It's full of these scouring critters. Just destroy the random hive cluster. So we don't get some Zerg. Destroy the remaining ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't just teleport my lasers right in. There does seem to be a shield up. I'm gonna do something stupid and start hacking away at this when we still have enemies up. Four. It's not a good idea in the slightest, because it's just going to end up summoning in a ton of enemies that are going to be an absolute bitch to kill. But I kind of in the mood for that. Kill Itexia. 1, 2, 3, 4. And even in actuality, it didn't even summon that many enemies. Is Diablo still actually back in the high heavens? I guess so. He never came with us to the here. I might be able to go back to him. If I can find the portal that brought me down to this part, I could probably follow back to the high heavens and say hi. That is quite awkward and out of the way. Further right for Jim. Excuse me. You know what? I'm actually very tempted in boosting up the difficulty. That was something I was meaning to do. Just to increase the chance of getting the legendaries. Farquid, the Ancient, Juggernaut, Teleporter, Waller, and Electrified. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know what to do. I don't know what Juggernaut does, but it doesn't sound nice. I remember there's Juggernaut from the X-Men, but somehow I don't think this fuck is that character. Looks a wee bit different. Just a wee little bit. A wee little bit, boy. Top of the morning. I do a terrible Irish accent, unless I'm meaning to sound like Father O'Malley, as I call him. Oh, so down there, little Timmy. There's more than enough Father O'Malley's cock to go around. That, you know, their typical, you know, pedophile priest. Friendly guy. Loves the little kids. I remember, I saw VG Cats comic, and that's where I've got, you know, basically got the line from. It's the Halloween thing. Just found it funny. You know, in a dark sort of way, you know? Because it is, in reality, quite a horrendous thing to happen. It's just more dark humor kind of thing. Gallows humor. Actually, great gallows humor I remember hearing was Voltaire, the philosopher, not the singer, apparently saying on his deathbed, when he was a atheist or an agnostic, I can't remember, or and then again, depending on who you ask, they're either mutually exclusive positions, or an agnostic is merely a descriptor for your atheism. You can be an agnostic theist, for example, not knowing whether there's a god or not, but thinking that there is. You can be an agnostic atheist, not knowing whether there's not a god or not, but thinking there isn't. You can be agnostic atheist, thinking not knowing there's no god. Agnostic theist, knowing there is a god. But anyway, he was on his deathbed, asked to convert, demanding, and people were telling him to convert, reject Satan. His response was, now's not the time to be making enemies, my good man.
I understand why Malthael was drawn here. It feels like death.
I'm sure if there's enough death going on here, you know, anyone who looks at the place will, you know, feel that way. It's like piles upon piles of corpses. No wonder he wants to end the eternal war.
May be strong, but I will not stand down.
No wonder he wants to end the eternal war, but he's trying to end the eternal war by killing people that are tangentially related. It's an angel versus demon war, so the humans on Sanctuary are tangentially related in the fact they're the spawn of both angels and demons. But of course, they're the spawn, and most of them don't even know about that angel-demon heritage, and as such, it's not really going to do much to end the war if you're killing them off. Like, if they don't know about the war, they don't know about any of this shite, they can't hardly be involved, you know, their death couldn't hardly end the war. For their death to end the war, it would necessitate them knowing about the war,